Well, we're back on Lincoln County. Well, I don't know if it's Lincoln County. Can't remember what it is. Lincoln something. But we're here anyway. Um, I After the last live stream, I did finish this one field. We have another field to go, so never fear. There's still corn to be had. Let's grab a truck. Those are corn stalks. Oh, I was selling the corn stalks. Well, I'll leave that for now. We'll deal with that later. All right, it's getting those combines and throw the pipes out. Hey, Andy, how's it going? All right, they kind of met in the middle. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm doing good, Andy. Thanks for asking. Glad you're doing okay. We're getting a little bit. I don't know. We've got uh, a lot of new COVID cases locally in the hospitals. I got a call. I had an appointment in Portland at one of the hospitals for my eyes. I have an annual uh, checkup on my retinas for the diabetes, and they went through a whole bunch of things that I couldn't bring anybody with me. Anybody had to that came into the hospital had to have a vaccine. They've got new cases. They're running out of beds, all kinds of junk like that. Finally, I just said, you know what? Just cancel my appointment. I don't, I don't even want to go. So, it's just an eye appointment. I'm not going to die of missing one. So I didn't go. Now this weekend we've got a family reunion we're supposed to have out on the beach, not here, but down the beach about an hour's drive or so. Um, I've got an older brother and his wife that are celebrating an anniversary, and they want to renew their vows and have a family reunion type thing. And so they rented a big house on the beach, and we're going to go down there and spend a night in a motel. I am looking forward to family, but the problem is I have a large family. There were 13 kids growing up, and they've all got families now. And I don't know who all's going to show up, but it could be quite a crowd. And most of those family don't really think COVID's a big deal. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, I got to head over to that other field over there. Early autumn. We're in the first day of autumn. We're going to get this harvest out of the way, and then I got to decide what to plant for next year, next season. I haven't started a rotation yet. I only have two fields. So I could do a rotation on the field, though. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it wasn't the party that said that. It was the hospital. How you doing, Scorp? All right, I'm going to do my usual round and round a couple of times before I start going up and down. So I've got plenty of room to turn on the field. You had a festival there and 20,000 new positive cases. Well, there's a difference between positive cases and people actually getting deathly ill or dying. So they always want to tell you what the positive things are, but it could be. I mean, there's people that could have a positive reading that aren't even sick. So, they use the numbers to scare the hell out of people, is my concern. Because they'll never tell you. Like, you used to be able to ask Alexa. I don't want to say it too loud. You used to be able to ask how many cases are in the particular county we live in, and then you could ask, well, how many people died of it? And they used to tell you. They won't anymore. When you ask that question now, they just ignore it. It's just ignored. So I still wonder if they're still, using the numbers to scare the hell out of us. Not that we shouldn't be scared. I don't know. I mean, not that it isn't serious and we shouldn't be scared, but we can't live this way forever. Somebody's going to have to live their lives again and take the consequences of being sick once in a while. Yeah, and again, though, we're getting back to numbers, and I'm not poo-pooing this. I'm just playing devil's advocate, and I really don't want to talk about it at all. But you say that in a particular area it's the highest death rate since March. Okay, but who is it that's dying? What are they dying of? Because it could be people that are very ill, have cancer, have emphysema, have whatever, and they get the COVID and they can't handle it. They die from it. Before COVID, that used to happen. It was the flu, and the regular flu that people would survive through. And of course, you get sick. I remember about 3 or 4 years ago, before COVID, Carol got just a regular flu. And I remember her laying in bed telling me, God, Rudy, I'm so sick. I just kind of want to die. It's just, I don't know if she was very sick. And it was just a regular flu. And, she got over it within a week. And I'm not poo-pooing the flu, but there are people that have other things that they're like cancer and heart disease and all this kind of stuff that they could die anytime. I know. I was an ambulance driver. We used to have a lot of patients that were, I was told by the doctors, these people have underlying health issues that they could go anytime, of either heart disease or cancer or both, or emphysema, or asthma, or on and on and on. These people have problems, and we were told that, hey, these patients that you're dealing with in your town, be prepared, because they could go anytime. And so how many of the deaths are young people that you wouldn't expect to die? How many are healthy people that you wouldn't expect to die? How many of them have, like me, heart disease, diabetes? I've had a stroke. I mean, I've got low immune system. I'm healthy. I mean, I feel fine. I'm probably going to live at least another 20 years. But that doesn't mean I couldn't drop of a heart attack tomorrow and never have COVID. So they don't really tell you those numbers. They just say, yeah, we had 26 deaths. Well, who were they? I mean, what did they die from? Were they sick to begin with? Is what I'm saying. They won't tell you that. They just, it's all lumped into there's so many cases, and of that, so many died. What did they die of? Oh, car accident. But they were coughing, so they must have had COVID. You know, just before they died to the car accident. He got shot in the head, but he was coughing like hell just before that happened. So he died of COVID. Anyway, how you guys doing on that cheery note? You still on hiatus, Scorp? Oh, and I have a question. Maybe you have an answer. We'll see. I didn't look into it too terribly extensively. What is the game code for oilseed radish? And what I mean by that is, you know, like we have corn stalks, and so you have to figure out to update anything in the game. You have to figure out what the game calls it. Does the game call it corn stalks, all one word? Does the game call it corn stalks with corn underscore stalks? Does it call it corn windrow? You have to figure that out before you can add it to a mod. And I'm trying to figure out what oilseed radish is called in the game. I mean the actual code, so that I can add it to a mod, because my seeders do not have the ability to seed oilseed. So I'm going to have to use an in-game one if I can't figure out how to put it in to one of my mods. And speaking of mods, I found out why I was having trouble with my Quicker Picker Upper. If you go to the store to buy the Quicker Picker Upper, like many things, it has 2 different versions or 3, maybe 4 different versions of it. So if we go to this particular one, excuse me, and I go to buy it, I have the choice of either a standard or an extended, and they're different sizes, right? So what I found out was when I modded this, I put the mass script in just one, the standard. I did not put it also into the extended. So I went in and I looked where it went. I put the mass script in, and I didn't really think about it. I may have thought, well, that covers it for the whole mod. Well, it doesn't. It only covered it for the standard edition. So I had to add it in the area where the extension was, and now everything's copacetic. It works just fine. Just looks like the 3 of us today, I guess. See, I did it wrong. Well, I didn't do it wrong. I just didn't do it enough. And I never said you weren't, that you said yours worked. And, I never said that, anything about that. As a matter of fact, when you said yours worked, I thought, well, there must have been something wrong with mine. And that's what made me go look. So I have to thank you for that. There you go. You happy now? I miss giving Scorpion a bad time. He's been hiding from us, but I don't blame him. I do it all the time. Man, I can't get this frog out of my throat. And I don't even like frog. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that one of these days, if you would like to play Red Dead with me again, we could do a live stream of Red Dead with me and you and Addie, the three of us, because I have 2 accounts. So Addie could play one of mine. That'd be a hoot. She'd be shooting both of us. Hi, Natalie. How are you? How have you been? You been good? That's good. Anything new in your life? Where in the heck did I start this anyway? I'm just about full up. Did I start in this corner? I must have. See if you could fly off a cliff again. All right, I'm going to stop this right here. We'll pick that up. Let me get this guy. Your niece's name is Natalie, huh? What's her last name? Natalie Wood? Where's my other field? I'm lost. Where am I? I think it's that way. There it is. Beyond those trees. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this guy to this end over here. We're going to start it working up, down, up, down, up, down. And we'll start the other one at the other end. They'll meet in the middle, maybe. Okay, let's see here. We got this guy needs to catch up. Grab some corn. So what's the consensus? Should I dry all the corn and sell it that way? Or should I keep some of it for pig food? Oh no. Come on, you can do it. Come on. There it goes. I love this truck. It'll flip over, but it'll flip itself back. It's just very good. Very cool. Rewatching Fallout vids. Cool. Makes the most money as dry corn. All right. Is corn used in the making of pig food? I don't think it is, or I don't think it needs to be. I don't know. I had the funniest comment this morning. Somebody sent me a comment on episode 32 of Farmer's Dynasty. Yours doesn't take it. I don't think mine does either. Anyway, some guy watched episode 32 of Farmer's Dynasty. Now, I got more likes and views on Farmers Dynasty than pretty much any other farming game I've ever played. And so this guy watches or gives me a comment from episode 32 of Farmers Dynasty, and here's his comment. You need to stop playing games because you're not good in it. That's verbatim what his comment said. You need to stop playing games because you're no good in it. Now, my question was, did he watch episode 1 through 32 and then make that decision? Or did he just watch episode 32, which might not have been a good episode? I don't know. Hey, Craig. How are you? So, if I do what my viewers want me to do, I would just quit playing all games, I guess. He didn't say stop playing this game, you're no good at it. He said stop. You need to stop playing games because you're no good. So, I never said I was good at playing games. Have you ever heard me say I was good at playing games? As a matter of fact, I've said many times I suck at games. But that shouldn't be a reason to stop playing them. There's a lot of people that suck at driving cars and they still drive them. People suck a lot of things that they do that they still do. Yeah, I'm doing good, Craig. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm anxious to see about corn stalks because I changed the payout rate on my sales point. Are you talking to me, Natalie? Well, if you are, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's one of the reasons I keep doing this. If nobody was enjoying my videos, I just wouldn't do them. And it only takes one. I had something I was putting out and only had about 1 or 2 people watched it. Any other YouTuber would have said, nobody's watching this, so I'm going to quit doing it. Looking forward to that? Not. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't like hospitals. Hospitals are no fun. That's for sure. That's why I never understood these hospitals that used to, you'd have babies in. Why would you want to have a newborn child in a place that's full of sick people? They should have special hospitals just for having babies or something. I know they do. Some places have, birthing places. But well, Natalie, thank you. I appreciate it. You say you're watching Fallout 4 again? I need to start playing that again. I haven't looked to see if that one mod that I was doing has been updated again. had a few people ask me to live stream Red Dead Redemption again. I was thinking about doing it with Addy. All right, that clears that up. Now, let's get these corn huskers out there. Start that guy up, and I realized just now that I need to get the quicker picker over there and pick up that pile, or he's going to get stuck on it. All right, Andy, you're on this one. You got it, buddy. And Dar's on that one. You guys can meet in the middle and decide where you're going to go for lunch. In the meantime, I got some. Oh, let's see. That I've got almost 600,000 in that. Let's see what it sells for. I raised it just a hair. 45,000 for over 500,000. I don't know if it's tons, pounds, or what. So, but that's not a bad price. I'll go with it. I'll go with it. With it. Okay, let's take this other truck. And at first I was thinking, I've got one combine way on that side. Look how big that field is. The other one's way over there. I'm going to be running like crazy between the two with one truck. So I'm going to take one truck. And that's why I leased another truck when I leased the other combine. So I'm going to take one truck and put it over here for this guy. That would be Andy. And I'll take the other truck. Only hot fixes. Yeah, I should actually go in and get those done too. There's probably no. It's probably not a good idea to ignore all those ones in between the update. I do that a lot with games I don't play. For example, where's he going? Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. Is he going lengthways? Uh-oh. What? What? Wait a minute. I gotta figure out. Okay, he's going that way. And Andy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They're going. Oh, wait, shoot. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Are they going the same way? Okay, Dar's going east to west. And Andy's going east to west. Okay, they're going the same way. West to east, east to west. Well, anyway, I do that with games I'm not playing. For example, I'm not playing World of Warcraft now, and I don't know if I ever will. It's gone downhill really, really fast. I guess it really sucked with the new expansion that they got, and I never bought the new expansion. But even in games I don't play, I usually go log into them and make sure that I'm all updated on a regular basis. Because there's nothing worse than wanting to play a game and finding out you got 15 different updates to go through before you can play it. Andy says it's fine, he's got it. You go, Andy. All right, I'm going to go clean up some of this. Keep up on this windrow. Windrow. Keep that windrowing. Look out, Jumbo. Whoa. Did I forget to turn it on? I did. I have to talk dirty to it and turn it on. Come on, baby, please. I gotta be careful. Mixed company. How are the kids liking school, Scorp? Is now Christopher's 13 now, like Addie is, and that meant Addie went into junior high. Was Christopher in junior high last year? Did he go in this year? How's that work over there, or down there? As much as they always have. Whoa, that's a loaded question. Do they like school? Well, there were schools I went to. One of the schools I went to, you didn't go into high school. You only had 3 grades of high school. And then the next school that I went to had 4 grades of high school. So they had a freshman, a sophomore, junior, and senior. But the one school district I had, they only had 3. You went in as a sophomore. They didn't call it that. They just called it first year of high school or second year of high school. Third year of high school. Yeah, see, the schools here, we only had 2 schools, so it was kindergarten through the 8th grade, was it? And then they go 9th through the 12th. But now they've got the new intimacy 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think ours is 5, middle school 7, 8. What grade is Christopher in? I think Addie's in the 6th grade. I think Addie's in the 6th grade, and that's going to put her in junior high. I think. Yeah, I'm confused. Nothing new. Oh, got a full load. Look, and it's pulling it just fine. So I fixed that mass issue. Chris is in the 8th grade. Yeah, he's ahead of Addie. Addie's birthday is the 7th of September. And they always started school before September. They started it in August. And so she wasn't old enough to go to start school. So she was a year behind everybody else as far as her age versus her grade. And she still hasn't caught up. So yeah, I don't know what grade she's in. I think she's in the 7th grade. I'll have to ask her. All right, let's see what we get for a price here on a full load. Wait for it. Wait for it. Chris is in the 8th grade? Really? He'd be high school next year? At only 13? Yeah, that's probably about right. That's where I was. I graduated at 17, and I missed a grade of school. And my birthday's late in June, so I actually got put ahead 2 grades. I started first grade a year late because I had my heart surgery. That took me out for a year. 14 at the start of high school. That's just right. Yeah, I missed a grade because I had my heart surgery and I wasn't able to start first grade. So I missed it a year there, and I think they jumped me from the third to the fourth grade, or was it the second? They might have jumped me from the second to the third, and then because I've always been an avid reader, I did pretty good in school, and I didn't work very hard. And then later in junior high, I got put ahead of grade. When I changed schools, they put me ahead of grade. I guess they looked at my. I think the school that I was in was maybe had more advanced classes, because when I changed schools as a junior, uh, they put me in as a junior instead of a sophomore, and I think it was because they went by the classes that I'd taken, and what I knew. I'd already had algebra and all that stuff, and geometry, and I was a math guy, so they put me ahead when I changed schools. So I graduated at 17. Well, a little over 16. Geez, come on. How long does it take to sell this stuff? Pardon my impatience. Or not. I can't help it. Raining here today. Nice and cool. Kind of gloomy looking. It's hazy. When I first went out, it wasn't really raining. It was that real thick, foggy stuff that you just are wet everywhere. You know, it's just mist in the air. And then it actually started raining about an hour ago. And that's not true either. It's not really raining. It's kind of sprinkling. There's a difference. There's a difference. If you've ever, I think of it this way: you're driving a car, and it's raining, and you have to keep turning your windshield wipers down slower because they start squeaking because there's not enough moisture to go at regular speed. Okay, that's sprinkling. When you have to turn it up to the highest speed you can get just so you can see through the windshield, that's raining. Don't you think? Raging hot. What's it? 65, 70? Raging hot. Mod the dump. Yeah, I should, Natalie. I should. I just haven't got around to it. I'm not used to having this large a rig. Is the thing. Normally, my rigs only hold like 100,000, but I'm impatient on this. I don't want to sit and do this all day. So I've got this picker upper here that holds an abnormal amount because it's just windrow. You know what I mean? It's just windrow. It's not your crop. It's just And for me to take all that time just to pick up straw is ridiculous. If I had this set at regular, I'd be all day just picking up straw, literally. So I decided to make this thing hold an abnormal amount. But the amount that it downloads into that cell point is actually not bad. It's just that you just saw me dump 2 million, tons of straw into it. Obviously, that's going to take some time. In the 70s, yeah. Uh-oh, looks like corn's ready. Let me go get the trucks. Wrong truck. Right truck. Right truck, left truck. And that's where I get into trouble, Natalie, because I will mod the version of the mod in this map, and I'm running 20 other maps. So, and they each have their own folder. So they each have the same version of the mod. And if I don't change them in all of them, then I forget. And then I start a new map and I take the mod from whatever folder and move it over to a new folder, not realizing that that's not one that I've modded. It gets real confusing. Let's go see how Andy's doing. 96 here. Feels like 107. What's the humidity, do you know? See, that's the problem here. I live on the ocean. If we have hot weather, we also have humidity to contend with. Tried to watch them all. Well, bless your heart. I hope you're enjoying them. Andy's almost ready. I can see the corn on the top of the bin. Do I hear geese? I wonder if they're Canadian geese. There they go, and they're flying in a V. Well, the left side's a little bit heavier than the right side. %, huh? It's 55% right now, but that's inside the house. I don't know what it is outside. All right, I just asked Alexa. She says it's 93% humidity outside. As you would think, because it's raining. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you think that? I would think that. John, how are you? I haven't seen you for a long time. How you been? Now that's a little deceiving, because I know there's a lot of people that just watch and don't chat. So when I say I haven't seen you in a long time, it doesn't mean they haven't been coming in. If you know what I mean. I need a Dr. Pepper. No, not a Dr. Pepper. Not a Dr. Pepper. Get me a soup du jour is Mountain Dew today. I had to go to the dentist yesterday. Both Carol and I had a dentist appointment. Now, I feel bad because I've skipped 2 of them because I was afraid of COVID. And so I thought, I don't really want to go to the dentist and have somebody climbing in my throat. So I skipped 2. I really need it. I couldn't anymore. Carol said, "Are you skipping the dentist again?" No, I can't. It's been too long. I gotta have my teeth cleaned. You been busy? Well, I don't blame you for that, John. Family, friends, real life, That's important stuff. That's not as important as watching YouTube videos. Did Andy... Oh, Andy's waiting for us patiently. I don't blame you. I wish I was farming, but I'm too old for it now. I always wish I'd, you know... See, I didn't grow up a farmer. I grew up working on farms because there's a lot of farming where I live. Different kinds, ranches, farms, a lot of fruit orchards and stuff, and that's what I did. I worked mostly in the fruit, and then in the summertime, the fall, I would move over and do some grain and stuff like that. But I always wished that I'd been on a big farm or a dairy or something like that. We lived out in the country for the longest time because even, when Carol and I were first starting our family, we lived out in the country. I loved living out in the country. Even though I wasn't, I was raised on a little ranch, but we didn't do it for a living. So it was, just a nice country home with acreage, and we had, pigs and chickens and a few cattle. I had my horses. That's how we grew up. We had some orchards and a little bit patch of asparagus, but it wasn't. We weren't making a living on it. Really, it was just a way of life. But the living in the country is what I enjoyed the most. There's nothing better than living in a place where you can walk outside and your nearest neighbor's 5 miles away. You know what I mean? That's just heaven to me. And then when Carol and I got married, our jobs took us into town, and we ended up getting a house in the town, and we've been in town ever since. But I kind of miss living out in the country. Uh-oh. What happened? Dar got stuck. Yeah, to me, there was nothing like country life. I just missed that more than anything. It was just so nice. You get home from work, do your normal, home stuff, change your clothes, take a shower, whatever it is you do, relax a little bit, and then go out on your back deck, your front deck, wherever, and enjoy nature without having your neighbors staring at you. We used to have a barbecue, and then we moved into town. We'd have a barbecue, and you'd sit down to eat your burger, and you'd look up, and there'd be 15 people looking at you, either over their fence or out their kitchen window or whatever. It's just, it's not the same. I just love living out in the country. You didn't have cars racing by the front of your house all day long. Fencing and butchered 3 beef, eh? Adelaide, SA, is it South America? Yeah, that'd be a blessing. That'd be a blessing. I told Carol, I said, that's how we get rid of the neighbors watching us. We'll just go out naked. That'll be the last time they stare at us. I'm a firm believer that 99% of humanity should be clothed. You know, you see these uh, magazines with these young girls and guys with no shirts on and stuff. That's not that's a very small percentage of humanity that look like that. You know, and then you got to remember that they don't look like that either. The pictures have all been airbrushed. You know, even the Playboy bunnies and stuff. They don't all. You see them, you know, when they're not being in the magazine, and they look like your girl next door. I mean, they might be cute, they might be, you know, but they're not. They don't look like they do in the magazines. That's for certain sure. And like, I really seriously think 99% of humanity should have clothes on. You know, that even young people aren't built perfectly. Not all of them. Very few of them. But then that's just me. Hey, Bill. They look like dinos. Yeah. How's Bill doing? Is Dar stuck again? Or is she full this time? I don't see any corn. Is she getting stuck on the windrow? Let's see. I don't know if she's getting stuck on the windrow. While she's still close enough to this little patch over here, I'm going to clean it up. Bill's tired? Yeah, you worked pretty hard, Bill. You guys are all hard working. I know John works hard. I think this narrow strip's giving her problems, I think. Blocked by an object? What? What object? Uh, what object is she being blocked by? Was it the windrow? Maybe. Maybe, baby. Alright, let's get this guy. Might retire at 40. That's quite young. I had a plan. I was going to retire at 55. And that was my plan. I didn't make it. Alright, I'm going to clean this side up over here. Take these big clumps. I was watching a YouTube page last night, and the guy was doing a retrospective. Okay, he's upset with some of the TV shows and movies today, and so he's been getting real nostalgic in his reviews. And he's been reviewing some of the stuff that he really enjoyed, either growing up or, you know, before all the movies and TV shows turned to crap. And the one that he reviewed yesterday was Farscape, the series. I loved that Farscape series. And I'm thinking that maybe I should watch it again. I haven't watched it since it came out. But yeah, he was talking about the Farscape series and how great it was and that kind of thing. got me wanting to watch it. I went to buy it, and I found it on Amazon, but and they said there was one left, and I went to buy it, and it said, "Oh, would you like to put this on your wish list because it ain't available?" And they said it's still being manufactured, but I couldn't get it. So it was $140 for all 4 seasons in Blu-ray, and so I didn't get it. I put it on the wish list, and hopefully they'll manufacture some more. They do have individual. They have season 1, season 2, season 3. I couldn't find season 4, but they were kind of, one was Blu-ray, one was Blu-ray with extra stuff on it, one was just DVD. And so if I buy the set, I want to buy the whole set and have it done with. I think the set I was looking at, it had one whole extra DVD just full of all the special effects and stuff. So you had all first, second, third, and fourth season, plus a video full of special effects and stuff like that. And they're all the same quality. They're all Blu-ray, blah, 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 blah. That didn't work either. How many times have you wrecked his trucks? Maybe that'll do something for you. The Beatmaster. That sounds like something from Ghostbusters. He's the key master. Yeah, hell, I wouldn't want the beat job either. There's only one thing that is worse than hauling beats, and that's hauling animals. I hated hauling animals. I only did it once, and oh my God, it's a dangerous job. And you say, okay, hauling animals is dangerous. Why? Because they move, and if you're hauling, you usually haul a full load. There could be a lot of weight there. Pigs are very heavy. Cows are heavy, and they move. And not only do they move, but they poop a lot and they pee a lot, and you have to clean all that stuff up. And I hated hauling animals. I just refused to do it. What I enjoyed the most was hauling the paper products, because they're usually very light. And so I would have napkins, paper towels, paper plates, diapers, toilet paper. That stuff, I loved hauling that because it's very light. And, it was just a good thing. That was clean. It's a quick trip from Seattle area. Seattle and Oregon, there were plants in both, and I got jobs from both, either Everett or Wilsonville, just out of Portland, down to LA. And so you went straight down to LA, turn around, come back. Now the coming back was a little different because we didn't know what we were hauling. What we did coming back was, there's a warehouse in LA, and they take everything but the kitchen sink to this place, and they sorted out where it's going to go, and they start filling trailers. and that when they get a trailer that's or two trailers full that are going to Seattle, then somebody gets those two trailers and off they go. When they get two trailers that are going to Portland, Oregon, whoever's going to Portland, Oregon, they grab those two trailers and off they go. And so you just had the bad part was you had to wait for your load. And sometimes you waited an hour, sometimes you waited 4 or 5 hours until they got the trailers full. And then you never knew what you had on. You could be hauling, well, you'd be hauling dozens of different things. One load might have rolled up carpet, might have microwaves, might have television sets, all of those things on one load, because these are things that would not fit in a full trailer. So they just start putting them together and sending them to a particular area where then they're sorted out again and driven to the local places that they needed to go. Beets are better than taters. Hey, Bill, how many years did you work in the Beets? Rainbow Six Siege? No, I know what it is, but I haven't played it. Well, there's a couple reasons. It's a shoot 'em up game, and I'm not good at them. But the other one is it's a game that would take a lot of time. So, and I wouldn't have the time to play. It wouldn't be a game I would be recording or live streaming, is what I'm saying. And that recording and live streaming takes up an awful lot of my time. So to play a game that I wouldn't be recording or it's not like I don't play games that I'm not recording, but I don't have a lot of time to play games that I'm not recording. Uh-oh. Dar's full up again. Oh, she's stuck. Uh-oh. No, don't do that, Dar. Well, I guess she could do that. That might help her out. What the hell is she stuck on? Come on, work it out, girl. Work it out. You can do it. Come on. Good girl. Alright. Alright, we might as well empty this out. It's not quite full, but it's full enough. Your 8th year? All right, let's grab a truck and get it over here. Uh-oh. Andy's full too. And stuck. Oh, Andy's really stuck. I don't think doing anything with the header is going to do anything for Andy. Work it out, buddy. There he goes. He did it. He did it. He got it. All right, let's see. This is Andy's truck. I can tell because it's all red. Red Dead 2. Do you mean you mean Red Dead, Natalie? Are you talking Red Dead? Because it doesn't have to be a shooting game. Well, I mean, okay. Yeah, it's a shooting game because even if you're hunting animals, you're still shooting. But you don't have to play it against other people. I don't. I just go out hunting. Once in a while, I'll do some bounty hunting, that kind of thing. But it's not the same as a combat game that you're doing PvP with other people and in that. I don't know what kind of yield I'm getting. It's really hard to tell because these trucks hold a lot. These trucks are huge. That's why I call them jumbo. Let's go grab Andy and get him back to work. All right, Andy. Break's over. You need your shotgun? I like using a shotgun in Red Dead. I mean, I don't always use it, but I like to use a shotgun. And even if it's just a single shot shotgun, they're kind of fun. Well, no, it's not a single shot. It's a pump action. One of my characters has a semi-automatic shotgun. The other has a pump action. And the pump action works just as fine as the other one. It's kind of grody, though. I mean, if you shoot somebody that you can actually blow their head clear off, it's just gross. Fallout 4, yeah. But again, it's not the same in that you're playing by yourself, and you're not. It's not really a first-person shooter. There's a storyline to it and questing and that kind of thing. If you're playing PUBG and those games, it's pretty much just first-person shooter. That's all you're doing. There's no real story. There's no real questing or anything like that. There's no exploring the world. And see, with Fallout 4 and even Red Dead Redemption, if you're playing Red Dead Redemption as the game, the story game, not the online, you still don't have to do the quest. You can go out and hunt and camp, and there's lots of stuff you can do and not even do the quest line for days on end. I mean, I used to take my character out and let his beard grow and get him all fat and everything, and just hunting and traveling around, exploring the country, and not doing the quests at all. They're getting pretty close to each other, aren't they? Those combines, they're closing in on each other. It's just about lunchtime for you guys. You can meet in the middle and decide where you're going to go to lunch. What do you feel like today? I don't know. What do you feel like today? I don't know. What sounds good? I don't know. What sounds good to you? You ever had that conversation? The guy I used to work with and we did a lot of work outside the office, and we were always out of the office when it was lunchtime, and so you had to decide where we're going to go. Are we going to go fast food? Are we going to go to a sit-down restaurant, a diner? And so we'd go through that for an hour. Well, it's 11 o'clock. What are you thinking about for lunch? I don't know. What you thinking about for lunch? I don't know. Where you want to go? I don't know. What should we have? I don't know. What sounds good? I don't know. We'd go through that for an hour. You can keep the super mutants. Yeah, they're pretty nasty, aren't they? And they're ugly too. You know, I was just thinking. I played Fallout 4 an awful lot. Are there any female super mutants? I think there are. I don't recall seeing any though. Well, you know, with the COVID thing, uh, I've been losing weight because Carol say, "What's for dinner?" I said, "I don't know and I don't care. I'm not hungry." And so we'll have a bowl of cereal. Maybe we'll have a sandwich, maybe a can of soup, because you get tired of cooking the same damn things every night, every week. I can't have another tuna casserole. It's just, it gets boring after a while. All the restaurants are closed, and it's just, if you want something from the restaurant, you might get lucky if they're doing takeout, right? But then it doesn't taste the same. It's not. It's not as hot as when by the time you get home with it. Where's my farm? Is that my farm that way? I think it is. It's just not the same. Uh-oh, somebody stopped. Both of them did. They're having trouble with this end over here for some reason. Whoa. So yeah, we play that game every night. What are we going to do for dinner? I don't know. Tuna casserole? Well, we had that last night. Tacos? Well, we had that 2 nights ago. Stew? Well, the problem is we make too big a pot of stew and then we eat it for 5 days and you get sick of it. Taco Bell. Yeah, soggy tacos. Soggy bottom boys. Carol watched that movie last night. Oh brother, where art thou? She hadn't watched it since we bought it. I never saw it in the theater. We bought it. I'm not a big George Clooney fan. Although he did pretty good in that movie, I don't really care for him. But anyways, I chose to work in my office. I was making some videos, and I have headphones on and the door slightly closed in my office, in my studio, and I could still hear her cackling down in the living room. She was just having a ball with that silly movie. All right, let's get back to this guy. This is going to end our harvest. I'm going to have to start plowing, maybe. I can't remember. I think I plowed these already. All I need to do is cultivate. I don't think I own a cultivator. I may have to sell some crops. A lot of them are, but they're not closed for the reason that you think. When I say that there's restaurants closed or that they don't have sit-down seating, it isn't because they're not allowed to. It's because they can't find workers. Nobody wants to work because the government is giving them unemployment, and they're making more on unemployment because of the COVID than they make working. And so nobody wants to go to work. There's not a place in town that doesn't have a help wanted sign up, restaurant or other. Nobody wants to work. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to back up out of the windrows. Oh, geez. I don't know if this is going to work. How am I going to do this? Every place is hiring? Yeah. Every place here, I don't care what business it is, they can't find workers. Because they're not, everybody's on unemployment because of COVID. They're giving them special unemployment. I don't know where in the hell the government's getting the money. If nobody's working, nobody's paying taxes, where are they getting the money? They're just printing it left and right. It's kind of scary. Yep, printing it up based on absolutely nothing. Well, back in the day, and it probably wasn't the best thing to do, but they had what they called the gold standard. So every piece of paper money was backed up by gold. Well, that was kind of not a good system. But at least your funding was backed up by something. And of course, then they took it off the gold standard, and now it's just paper. It doesn't mean anything. Unless you live in Australia, I think they have plastic money in Australia. Yeah, it's still unloading, Natalie. Let me check on it. Yeah, it's still only halfway undone. I'm going to have to run the quicker picker upper. Look how dirty that tractor is. You can't even tell it's green. Look at it. It looks like somebody tacked a carpet on it. And an ugly carpet at that. All right, Bill, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good to hear from you. Okay, I guess it's time to go in with some corn. And I can't remember. I think the dryers are hooked together because I only had to buy propane for one of them. And all of them seem to be working. Although that one's not steaming anymore. I don't remember if I put any in this one. I don't recall. I'll have to look. No, I didn't put anything in this one. So we'll put a little bit in here. Let's go get the other one. Those guys are stuck up to their ears in windrow. Night, Bill. Yeah, this one's still steaming. It must be still working. Scorpion said they were kind of slow. Where in the hell's the steam coming from? That's kind of weird. Was there a leaky pipe or something? That's kind of strange. Is there a pipe underground that's leaking? Let's go check on the other one, see if it started up. Not yet. Okay. Is he done? I forgot to look to see how much I made. Probably about the same. Yeah, the steam is misplaced. Well, I'm thinking as soon as that corn is done, I'm going to sell it all and buy some more land. I was thinking about buying this land. I've got these two fields here. I'm thinking about doing 43, 55, and I don't know what the hell is that. That's not okay. That's that farmland, I guess. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to look at that, see what that is. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe 43 and 44, or maybe 55 and 43. This one's over $1 million. Let's see. Yeah, that one is just over $1 million, and that one is 657. I could go down, or I could go up, but I wanted to kind of come across like this. I don't know what that is. Well, whatever it is, it's 341, but I don't know if that's a field or not. Must be. How much is that? 341? So 6. There's $1 million. So it's $2 million to buy all three of those. Or thereabouts. Hey, boys. How are you? Oh, pretty good. Working in the corn here. Working in the corn farm. Okay. Well, it quit raining. It looks like the road out in front of the house is almost dry. We got to rescue these combines. You know what I should do? I should put their fold up their whatcha-dingers. $300 for silage. I'll bet you're pleased about being almost done. Alright, get as close as I can without hitting them. That should have cleared them up. Oh my God, I can't believe it's Thursday again already. The weeks are just flying by. One more day and be the weekend again. Of course, every day's a weekend, but ba-do-ba-doodle-doo-doo, ba-ba-ba. All right, we've almost got. I'm glad I was keeping up with the windrow. That would have been a heck of a job to have to do all at once. So, Scorpion, how long does it take for that corn dryer to work? Might have to speed. Oh, I wonder if it makes a difference. Probably not. It probably doesn't do any good to speed time up, does it? It's 78 degrees on the farm here. Early autumn. No problem, boys. I'm just glad to hear from you so we know how you're doing. You take care and have fun with those kids. I love doing stuff like that. All right, Natalie, take care. Boys, take care of yourself, both of you. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, good night. All right, let's dump this stuff in there. I'm up to almost 500,000. Let's get these things put away. And I think that I'm going to turn in one of the trucks and one of the combines because it's going to be, what? We're only in October. We're only in August. I won't need the combine for a while. I should turn it in. Let's go to the garage, go to leased items, and turn one of the combines in. Like that. I must have bought the other truck, so I have two trucks. Alright, I'm going to park this guy over here. I'm going to need to find a place that's got grass on it. Let's wash this up. Get it all clean. All clean. Andy got dumped in the middle of the field. Poor Andy got left. You couldn't have let me drive it to the house? And that's what Andy's saying. All right, where's my farm? This way. Let's see, these trucks should be able to fit inside. Let's open that. This one's working up a storm, but that's funny that steam is so far away. Honk, honk, honk. These, I guess there is a door on this side. It's too bad there's not a door on the ends you can drive through, but then I got stuff there anyway. That's there. I wouldn't be able to do anything. Let's get this guy home. He needs washing. There, clean him up. He doity. He's all doity. Wonder if these guys will fit in there. Maybe. I don't think they're too tall. Sweet. But we did leave the header out. We jumped out into Andy. What did we leave out in the field? Anything? I don't think so. All right, I need to get a... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this stubble on to protect the ground. And we'll work the ground in the spring. That's what I think we'll do. Yeah, that's the ticket. I think the other truck will fit in there. I don't know about that thing. Did I not have two tractors? Did I just have the one? I thought I had a John Deere. Let me go to the garage and go to owned items. Oh, I've got the case. Where's it at? Yeah, the Fendt was green after all. I got a bunch of tractors. Where in the hell are they at? I gotta find them. Where are they? Where are they at? Where are they at? There's the deer. It's got the cedar on it. Where's the big boy? The big boy. I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it? I think I left it. Oh, I know. I left it at the third farm. Way over in the corner. That's right. It's got the plow on it. I'm going to put Andy in the cedar, wherever it's at. There it is. There we go. And let's take the truck. Okay, hey, it did fit. Look at that. All right. Let's see if we can close this up. Look at that. So the only thing we got left out is that trailer right there for now. Right. Okay. Let's see how we're doing at that other farm over yonder. Let's see how this is doing. I don't see any steam out here. It's done. 50,000. So there wasn't that much to begin with. Let's grab one of the trucks and grab that Jimmy Crack corn. Oh boy. Which rig is this? Your keyboard skills are shocking. We got a loose key. Oh shoot! I closed the door. It's dark in here. Do we have lights? Is there any lights in here? Huh. Does this shed not have any lights? Well, I was just going to say, this is a very nice shed, but there's no lights. That's not good. Huh. Well, I think I'm gonna have to sleep it off. Let's run it to the next day. I'm gonna have to shorten my live streams. I think there's just me and Scorpion and Craig might still be here. I don't know because he's lurking. Might be just the three of us. Whoa. To shorten my live streams up to an hour. going. Whoa! Jumped right out of the truck. Is there a road up here? Takes me where I need to go? I'm going the wrong way. That's the problem. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I'm going to drown if I drive in that. Oh, there's a fence. Why is there a fence? And a tree. Man, this field's rough as a cob. Okay, this is my field. And I think that third farm is on the end, right? Is that it over there? Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, I don't care. Who's that? Oh, that's me. Never mind. I know who that is. I recognize that hat. He's magic. He can float in the air. Dry corn. I don't see it. We got a floater. That could be your eyes. It could be a toilet. Flush it twice. It's a long way to Texas. I better get back. I'll get back in the tractor. It's a cool tractor. Cool beans. Andy's absolutely here. I'm absolutely here. That's 2. Scorpion's still here. He just talked. That's 3. So I don't know. Unless Craig's lurking, that's it. There's just the 3 of us. Yeah, I could cut this down to an hour. What's Serge doing out in the middle of the field? What? This is... What? I didn't know Serge was just hanging out here. There we go. Give me a place to sit. Okay, this is it. We're full. Let's see what we get for 50,000 dried corn. You know what? I think, well, I did have some on the second farm. Let's drive over to the second farm and see what was done. Got a floater. I love that. That's that potty humor there. This is still working, so let's see what we got. Where's the counter? There's the counter. Oh man, it's got a lot in it. This thing really is slow. Holy smokes. That it really is slow. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm going to have to, if this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to start the game up and leave it running when I'm not playing it so that it gets this stuff cooked. Got a lurker. Yeah. That could be. That could be. Well, all right. Let's see, we got 146. Wow. That's going to take a long time. All right, let's take this 50 in and see what we get at. That's really going to bug me, that steam coming out of the ground. I'm surprised because I wonder if a lot of the I'm not talking about this map now. I'm not talking about this map. I'm talking about other maps I've seen, and I have to wonder sometimes whether they play the game at all, or if they just make maps, because I've seen a lot of maps that there's a lot of stuff wrong on them, and they put them out anyway. And you got to wonder, do they not play their own farm, that they wouldn't notice, something wrong, like steam coming out where it doesn't belong, that kind of thing. Not accepted here. Oh shoot! I don't have corn in this. All right, I got to find out where to sell the corn. Let's see. I need to fix that. Well, I don't need to. Okay, we got dried corn over here. The best price is Valero Autumn Grain Pile. Let's see where that's at. Where is that? Way down in the corner. I mean way down in the corner. Dang it. Okay, car, don't get upset. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving up. All right, we go down to the next road. I can't believe how slow this traffic moves. Almost every farm has its own pond in it. That's kind of weird. They must grow mosquitoes or something. There's our green light. We got a lurker. We got floaters and lurkers. We got it all. Well, how do you get in this place? Well, I must have missed another road. Yeah, I missed a road. Oh, here it is. I drove by the sign, right by the sign. Missed it completely. Is this a refinery? Look at this huge place. And it's got this little bitty drive over. Great. Really? That's weird. What are those for over there? Ethanol and Huh? Deliveries 1, ethanol 2. So does it go there or does it go in this thing over here? Scorpion, help me out. Are you off work yet, Scorp? Never used it, he said. Well, okay, I'm going to try this over here and see what it does. Okay, there's a meter over there, like maybe it makes ethanol, I don't know. Dry corn. Start overloading. Okay, I can overload. Harvest income 32,000. Are you kidding? I'm making more money on the straw. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I got stuck. How'd that happen? Well, I can't pick up the truck? What? I can't pick up the truck. Super strength is on. It won't let me. It won't let me latch onto the truck. What the heck? Oh, come on. Alright, well, thank God I put an emergency system in. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Well, that's not very good. 32,000. Oh my God, I'm in that long way to go. And that sells for more than the corn. What else do we have out here? Because I saw another counter. There's another counter over on the side here. Where did I see it? Over here. Okay, there's a counter. What's that? Wonder what that's for. And there's a gas pump on the side. And there's a counter. What comes out of there? Deliveries and ethanol. But ethanol, isn't ethanol liquid? Well, you just dump it in the truck? Huh. I don't know. Nobody tells me nothing. It's a mystery. She's a mystery girl. Wasn't that a song by Roy Orbison? Whoops. Somebody's cheating. All right, let's check this out. So we got, oh, it's not making anything. Uh-oh. It's not making anything. What about this one? Did I run out of propane maybe? Hell, I'm buying more propane than I'm making on the corn. Yeah, it stopped. I bet, no, it's moving. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. That's not moving at all. How does this work? How does it work? Okay, so the road Q bin, road Q, and starting farm bin. Where's the starting farm bin? What are they considering the starting farm? I don't know. I wonder if this is what they're considering the starting farm. And this is road Q. What did I do with the road Q? Did I do anything with the road Q? It's got stuff in it. All right, let me back that up and go to the second road Q. Okay, road Q bin site and road Q farm site. Disabled. Okay, I got stuff in it, but I've got no propane. Aha. Okay. Maximum Q. And 13,000. There it went. I heard something start. Something started. It's running now. Okay, I might have this figured out. You don't know that one of Roy's? Didn't listen to Roy much? Yeah, you're too young. It was a later one, Andy. It was on one of his later albums. Okay, so let's see. Now that was the farm one. This must be just the general one. And then the third one was the one on that. They're considering that farm the starting farm, I guess. Right? No? Yes? I don't know. So this one over here, they're considering that the starting farm? Because that one works. I don't know why this is the starting farm. It's the littlest one that I got. But it does have, is this a straw barn here, I wonder? Or is it just a barn? God only knows. He ain't talking. And I ain't walking. All right, guys. We made it. The three of us made it. It's 3 o'clock. Thank God I didn't think it was ever going to come. I might have to drop these down if it's just me and you and Andy. Just drop it down to an hour. All right, everybody. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you on Tuesday. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend. Hug them kids for me there, Scorpion. All right. Ta-ta for now.